And trade is not only the guiding principle that put the country together, but all the key presidents talk trade as a unifying body. Starting with the trade as a protection, and a person who said that was Thomas Paine, who wrote that common sense. And our plan is commerce, her trade will always be protection. And he's the man who gave the name United States of America, our name for this country. And Benjamin Franklin and other folks said about the meaning of trade for us. I'm not going to repeat this one. It's pretty much they all agree on one thing, including our best yet to come president and best not yet to come president also use trade in a different way. One used trade for peace, another one used for not really peace, but they use as a weapon to either divide or bring people together. President Bush said, whom I served 1 year under President Colin Powell, said, we will defeat them, mean terrorists, by expanding and encouraging world trade. He used the trade in the positive, but I think it's a negative sense, getting more encouraging trade relationship in the Middle East. That's where the part of the country that globalization did not really hit much. And then President Obama said, in the other hand, our commerce bind us. This is where now Harlan Cleveland coming into a disagreement. I said to Harlan, you are always talking about in his writing, we had the first try, didn't work out, which is the League of Nations. And we had the second try, United Nations didn't come closer because we still have genocide, we still have wars, we cannot stop North Korea or any other countries, stopping this instability in the world. But I said to Harlan, in 2005, I was at his home, I said, Harlan, I think the third try is already happened when we have the World Trade Organization. That time he said, there might be something to it, Patrick. You just go and write something about, I think there is something. I think in the US Constitution, I use as the 2 words. US Constitution said Commerce Clause. That is what bind us as a nation. There are on the Commerce Clause, that idea was our trade with Native American and our trade with all the 13 colonies, which expanded to 50 states later, and our trade with the foreign nations, foreign countries. This is the idea of the Commerce Clause. I think we are exporting our American idea of Commerce Clause from the US to the global arena. Global arena is the World Trade Organization, which we try to have a rule-based global trading system as opposed to bringing nations together through religion or other form which we tried before. And now there's another angle to this one. We used to be, as very beginning, is the debtor nation. After the war, we wanted to pay our debt back. You probably heard about Alexander Hamilton wants to pay it back, and George Washington was neutral, and that's where the Washington DC came into being, from New York to Philadelphia, into the southern state, that compromise, which we can talk about during the question and answer period. What happened was, at that time, we got our money from Dutch, the Netherlands. They gave us the money. Now we don't go to Dutch because it's a tiny little country. Now we go to China on the other side. So pretty much we are in the square one again. Okay, so it's nothing very unusually different, but the magnitude and scale and scope is different, but the same story. And that was essentially the idea. Earlier we were integrated, now we are global nation, and we happen to be the consumers, they are the producers, and we are the debtors, they are the creditors. It's no longer that East Coast, West Coast, that colony and this colony. We are together. We cannot separate it out, whether from China or the Japan or India or elsewhere. We are together. I think American experience, we are on the last frontier. And what I think is Barack Obama is trying to do, he has that mercurial personality. Mercurial personality means he doesn't care about the labels. the mercurial personality. If he thinks he's the best and brightest and get them to get the work done. But he see the larger picture of America. He see what the founding fathers are thinking about it. I think, a matter of fact, during my research, I found out, this is kind of maybe controversial to say, Barack Obama is 32nd degree Freemason. And you probably see during the campaign, his rings was captured, and that rings was there, and he took it off, by the way, after that revealed. It's not supposed to be revealed, but you know how our wonderful media is. So what essence is, he understands something that we as ordinary American don't understand. And I think he has a better idea about our nation, why it's founded the way. I think he knows this is a remarkable departure from what we have so far. Our experiment, American experience, is now global. You cannot separate it out. That's the way founding fathers thought it's supposed to be. We are no longer what we call American. We are a global, global and local. There is no difference between whether we are Chinese or American or British or what have you. We are all together in one body. That's what we founding fathers want to do it, and I think we are on the last frontier.